So no public information at all, but here in the mid.
Oh boy, it's time to trade a kill as Galio is going to be put into death chamber by the Urgot. Nice follow-up play matchups that we were looking at so far. No kills there just yet. Very even on farm as well.
Spotting out the enemy jungler, and a lot of spotting. They continue spotting now.
Nice cocoon here. Should be flipped over the back. Flash is here for you, Cal. Gets the stun into the combo. Doesn't even bother to get that one down, and Faker able to land it. Gets the kill to Galio.
And man, wards can turn to so much. The wards in the early game allowed Elise to stay away, and 2 kills now on the mid lane through really good synergy between Clid and Faker. This is good to see, but here we go.
Well, they spot them coming in, aiming, taking a ton of damage, has to flash away from that one. Mata makes his way in with the grand entrance from downtown, and Dread in so much trouble now is going to be taken up. Nice follow-up.
SKT is backing up their mid lane jungle duo. A Drake, turret damage, all to the benefit of SKT.
Everything feels good. Mid lane, a couple of very important ganks by Clid here onto UCal. Bottom lane, because of that rotation, able to get a big win. They take out the first turret down there, and the second Drake as well. Room to get out. That is huge to keep them safe as turrets go down on the other side.
All calculated for SKT, and meanwhile, a freak out. Oh, let's see, they're trying to turn on to Faker, but I don't know if this is the right call.
Dread, he is so squishy as well. He has that stopwatch, which is going to save him, but Faker and Mata going to
Alistair game, unsure if it's time to headbutt Pulverize or disengage, ends up just wasting his ultimate with no gain at all. The Sivir Alistair lane.
Up that Baron to even higher highs. SKT going to be pretty happy with that.
Would love to go back and do it. Misjudged that one. Don't worry, guys. He's got Ravenous Hydra. Next minute.
Oh, there it is. Mata finds 2. The Galio comes in, but Alistair goes down first, and they're looking for Dread as well. Keen and Khan both TPing in, but already 2 members of Afrika are down. UCal trying to do his best to fight up against Khan. Goes for the flash here on a Faker, but it's not going to go too well as Keen is going to be burst down. Could even be an ace, only aiming with no room.
Territory in mid. They have a lot of Baron damage, but a lot of squishies here. They'll trade tank it down. They'll get the Baron, and SKT open up a huge lead in game number 1.
Wow, and now you're untouchable. Feels unfortunate to say, but definitely has the feeling that
the other. That's why I like to see it and say, yes, in 2019, Khan can still load up on the hard carries and make it work. We weren't sure. He's been very out of sorts for the better part of 6 months. Faker chases in. He wants Jelly.
Yeah, Jelly kind of unfortunate right now. He's going to have to ultimate after the Fear Beyond Death does land onto him, and nobody wants to go near Khan.
Nope.
Triple Mountain Drake. See you later, turret. As a couple of them will go down here. Khan and the rest of SKT pushing for that win.
And when does Khan start seeing 3 bad guys and trying to outplay? That's going to be the icing on the cake, as there's the Sivir ult.
Well, they got to make something happen, and they want Faker. He's so tanky, though. Keen just pops almost there on the backside. Jelly as well, super low. And Khan into the backside onto Dread. He's super low, but it doesn't matter. Double kill goes to Faker as Afrika fall apart like a house of cards. And SKT going to easily take the victory here in about 28.5 minutes.
This is going to be a slaughter from the side of SKT. Excellent performance from them from level 1, from the smart wards they put down. The vision led the way, the players did the rest, and well-deserved victors in our first game of the series.
Mop the floor with them in game number 1, and the hype is real. We're all filled up here at the Lol Park.
Victor wherever possible. Syndra big, because Syndra beats Victor, was played in the LPL in the Demacia Cup Championship. Instead, we see goes back to his top side and says, well, I'll take two camps and reevaluate.
Maybe even get on into your enemy jungle as pings are going on the blue side. Are actually going to have a trade here in the mid lane. Keen forced to blow that global you were talking about. Lands that one, but the timer's not long enough. And Clid, unfortunately, there's the Karthus ultimate. They thought that last tower shot was going to land. If he lands a couple Qs, we could see something happen. Fight in the bottom side at the same time. Aiming getting pretty low. Stun comes in, but Faker picks up the Karthus, who is going to ultimate on the backside to take out Clid at least. Looks like SKT do get the Rift Herald. Faker trying to slip on in there, now, and Urgot going to immediately just pounce on you. And, well, here come the Qs. If he can land them one, there's the Varus ultimate, and see you later. Spirit able to pick that one up, and now aiming just way too low, gets burst on down. Jelly also in a really bad spot here. He's going to also bite the dust. A double kill for Teddy.
More here, SKT.
Faker just scuttling his way on in. They're going to burst down that Karthus. Doesn't do much. Has the Requiem. Not even going to use it here. Faker, though. No, it's not enough time. The flash forward.
Oh, got him!
Kill. The bloodthirsty support comes on in. Mana picks up the gangplank for an extra kill on the backside.
There's nothing more satisfying coming together.
Well, you feel like that pocket pick of the Karthus and the GP, and feel really good. The Victor's online, had that really nice Galio matchup. Your Urgot and your Ezreal are doing stuff, and UCal just caught underneath the turret. Khan is also going to
hand. This game doesn't look like he's going to get to late. Jelly needs to get the Devour. He's not going to get it yet.
Oh, he's not on the wall. He was actually there, but then he moved away.
The pathing there of both of them, they couldn't min-max it there, and unfortunately, it's another kill. And SKT by SKT.
And these guys playing so well, and now Faker looking for a solo kill. Gets a little bit of help from his friend in the jungle. But it just feels like the landslide has started, and it's not going to stop anytime soon, Papa.
Freak of Freaks are one more than 1 foot in the grave. It feels like we're 1.5 feet. That's not a good sign, Valdez. Right now, 6 feet under territory. Almost confirmed for them.
Really fantastic. We'll see where they do move from here. Always Khan will just continue pushing in, and he's in a little bit of trouble here. Khan tries to flash out of that one, but is going to be burst down. Klid, unfortunately, roped into trying to help him out. Not quite able to do that. Now a fight in the top side. Faker, he's got a shield. It is going to block that entire Karthus ultimate, though.
Teddy?
And now Teddy, okay. We start giving them some praise, and all of a sudden SKT getting caught, but at least they're going to take down an inner turret.
Teddy playing with fire a little bit, but it's actually to distract the members under turret, while in the mid lane, a duo came in.
Oh boy! Spirit has to flash out of
Double
that
flash.
one.
They got the flash on Devour out of Jelly as well. He got the absolute maximum.
It's like, how dare you try to cue me, Karthus?
Kane.
Looking for the snipe, and Spirit's not going to get it. And Teddy, he's still alive. He's still kiting them. He's going to take out Kane. You mentioned solid gold. This guy, he's going to platinum. He finally goes down, but
the assistance, said UCal, who got the kill credit. Now there's 3 members, and the Gargoyle, he's only so tanky.
What is happening in this game? It's people getting caught over and over. It's devolved into madness. It feels like as double TP comes in from SKT, they get a kill, and now maybe another one as Spirit. That's a Victor on you. You're going to get stunned. Give the kill over to Faker. He'll be happy to steal that one up.
As down, I think he's going to finish it.
Faker just looking for more kills as he's just going to zone him out. Doesn't have the most vision in there. He's really tanky.
Mid lane, and then a really good extended kite, where you got even more members. And on the backside of the individual moments, Drakes are going down, Barons are going down, everything's coming up.
SKT Papa. It's looking good, though. I took a little peek, as you can kind of see. Faker trying to get zoned, actually, by 3 members. Nearly takes out Keen on the backside. He's somehow still alive, 1v5. As Faker is going to get taken out there on the backside, but Spirit eats a bunch of damage. SKT just zoning with Baron, looking at 2 inhibitors in mid and bots.
And usually when you see 5 people against an enemy Baron, rush at Faker and take him down. It's because Faker knows that around the map, SKT are getting everything. And his life, while it might make one person feel good, it might be a statistic that, oh yes, I took down Faker once in professional play. It's all in service of SKT, growing their lead, breaking up the base in 2 spots, and they want some kills.
Well, here it comes to Requiem early. He's not able to do anything as UCal desperately wants a kill in this game. He's not going to get it as a second one goes to Teddy. That should be all but lights out. Game 1 looking to be even faster than Game 2.
SKT look on another level, just like Griffin did yesterday. Mouth-watering is that matchup, but for this one, where Freaka come is the last team to debut, they got things to work on. Maybe the Karthus on the shelf, and maybe the Karthus in the Death Chamber.
Well, they have a lot of damage. It is a very one-sided.
Here's the Paranoia straight towards the top side, and that is just a dead rise. I spoke too soon. The action. Son Fleek wants to be able to grab this one. Good knockups here from Dub. Wants just one combo cleared. Oh, just about gets the auto, but doesn't quite get in there. Abyssal Voyage, Mata wants to help him. It's cleared. Just baits Dub all the way in. Gravity field's going to be there. Perfect Hex Core allows for the displacement, but now down to half health, and he gets taunted. Teddy picks up the kill, and Faker combos into Summit at the same time. Chaos Storm ticking down. Joker trying to hook Summit out of it, but can't. Flashes into the death ray, and
they desperately need some more tankiness, but they're going to try something mid lane anyway.
Yeah, Devour is going to come in. Joker gets a beautiful play, and the Catfish is going to go down. True Shot Barrage is going to hit on Fleek, but I have a feeling he doesn't care, as this tower should get taken down for first turret blood over to Sandbox.
And that was sleek from Joker. He hits the hook again, but it's going to be under turret. They'll take the objective here. Nice little movement there. They gave up on a lot of side lanes to make that play happen.
Really nice to get some momentum back, and I just feel Joker is so good in the clutch. This guy often makes anything Sandbox can do. They're pinging desperately to try and get something from this, but can't find anywhere to actually fire back. I like it though, respecting the amount of threat there is globally. Finally they'll get in there. Okay, World Ender is going to be tanking this one up, but Faker flashes out of the way of the last hit, and is he going to have it? He is. So Faker going to fall down to the Ignite. Dove should follow up here as Khan has a lot of damage left remaining. True Shot Barrage is only going to clip. Oh, goodness me. Is this Sandbox? Yes, it is. Therefore, Baron going to be started 22 minutes on Fleek. In trouble. True Shot Barrage going to get, taken down. There is no smite in this Baron pit, and Faker is going to find Sandbox. Not entirely sure what that play was, but Paranoia now going to join Faker, and this is what can happen. You have to respect the globals if you're against this SKT composition. Okay, Hook is going to land. Marta may be a little bit overextended, but Khan comes in, and this flank is so deadly. Joker's going to die first, and now SKT looking for more.
We don't get to see the notebook from Coma today.
Not getting a lot of space from Teddy here as Paranoia comes in once again. And it's in fact Dove that could be in trouble. The Fear's going to come in. The World Ender feeling like it's not exactly named correctly at this point because he is just straight up dead. Clid picks up go without a fight. Khan, a little bit out of position here, doesn't have teleport. So 4 members of SKT are around, but 20 seconds still on Dove, meaning that you can't get a man advantage against cooldown. And
50-50,
it's
baby.
taking a lot of damage, exactly right. This will actually go down as Clid gets into the pit. It's Teddy! No, it's not! The Baron taken down on Fleek. He's going to die as Ghost desperately trying to get out of here. Dove is going to survive. Joker's going to be there, so they will have some Barons left. But is it worth it to lose 3 people for it? I'm not entirely sure.
2 maybe.
As, Joker and Dove, they do have a Baron buff around them, but they're losing the majority of their base and any semblance of map control.
Negative Baron buff power play. In case you guys watched OGN, you'd know that the numbers we showed was just purely gold earned. Now we actually have relative gold, so including the Baron gold. Well, SKT have more gold off, but maybe they look at the game, say they made too many mistakes in early game. That was the most they could hope for. Is here comes Nocturne.
Yep, Dove is not hoping for very much here as World Ender is at least going to keep him alive for a little bit longer as Summit tries to get in amongst it, but it looks like SKT have God mode on. They just don't take damage as Chaos Storm does exactly the opposite. Summit now with half health, gets himself a shield, but he is going to die. Cliff gets on top of him. Hero's entrance just to create a party as Joker's going to be the next one on the chopping block. Teddy was taken out as now Ghost looking for a little bit more, but there is still damage availability. As you can see, Khan is so incredibly strong. Clid's got a GA, and Ghost now just trying to run for his life.
Let's see if the Yakety Sax can at least buy time for Sandbox. Stop waves from being pushed in and the base broken. Faker wants to say no.
Yep, Justice Punch is going to come in and Protobelt's going to be there, so Dash Cannon try and get him away. Ghost just trying to hop his way out as the taunt not going to get there. Now trying to turn this one around, but the burst damage from Khan should be enough to get there, and it is. But
I think Sandbox have kind of one more roll of the dice. It's an all-in roll. It's double or nothing, Atlas.
Well, I mean, what are they like?
You know, Sandbox's Baron is up in a minute 50. They're going to give it a go.
Here we go. Well, base isn't broken, playing like the Abyssal Voyage has been changed, as the hook is going to land onto Teddy somehow. Devour going to be in there, but the Flay is back. Coming out onto Marta. Fate's Call is going to be used not for the CC, as the first kill is going to be onto the GA of the Nocturne, and Joker is still alive. But look at these health bars. They are limping out of this fight, and Ghost is going to be the first one to go down. That damage potential certainly not going to be there as Ghost spots Teddy. just gives him that double kill, and SKT should be able to at least break open the base, if not grab themselves a Baron.
Gonna try the finish maybe even here as well with a Mountain Drake. Not gonna take that brush, that would have been cha-ching for Khan, but here's someone else.
Oh, on
to check
fleek.
the brush, Ezreal does it even safer. Let's see if they can end the game here, SK Telecom T1. Everything is in their favor.
Yep, the inhibitor going to go down. It looks like they're not stopping. Summit, can you actually kill these minions in time? Or can you actually keep yourself alive? The answer looks to be either no or no as he tries to defend. I don't think he's going to be able to, though, as the Nexus turrets have already bitten the dust. Khan flashes forward. The stopwatch is going to be there, but that's a taunt. And that's exactly what SKT are doing as the game is over.
The Faker Global taunt. Finally got Dove a kill. Come on,
yeah,
Sandbox.
let's do it. He's taking it. Okay, Counter-Strike works relatively well against the hail of blades, blocking out those auto attacks.
Like you say, Sheen versus Awesome Dudes was the meta.
All
It's
right.
mid lane.
Distane's going to come in. Is Clid even needed here as Dove's going to get hit by the corrosive charge, and that may be the end. The flash forward, the audacious charge, and first blood for SKT. And Faker the only thing close to a tank as well on the enemy side as Teddy's going to get ignited. Whirling Death is going to be available, but the standard side does not hit Teddy, and OnFleek doesn't find the counter-strike. He's still waiting, but the play is there once again, and OnFleek going to pick up that kill is now cleared. With the ultimate running, OnFleek is in trouble. Leap Strike going to get him to relative safety, and there it is! Adoration stacks for Ghost come through as Marta gets taken down, and Joker...
But I bet it was big. As topside, already Summit, pre-items being purchased, having a happy time.
Yeah, jumping forward, looks for it. Does he find the second shot of the ult? Yes, he does! That is the perfect execution. Be able to just go one after the other, take down the creeps, and then start trying to smack down these turrets. Turret plating still is going to be up for another 3.5.
Kleptomancy also helping the top side. Is OnFleek going to meet Clid.
Yep, but Summit is right on over here. Uses the first charge of the ultimate very, very early as he dives right in. But Clid has the ult running and therefore is not going to take any damage from that second shot. And Summit looks damn silly.
Trade, I don't think they'll get both.
Nope. And this tower is going to go down. So first turret is going to go over to Sandbox. Summit making his way back towards topside, teleport in hand, but doesn't need it in order to get there. So Teddy helps out, Marta there as well, but they lose the turret. We were also a 2-0 squad, and you cannot treat us like anything else. As there's the grinder in the mid lane, but Faker is going to be the one taken down. World Ender to get some trade damage in, but just hits a shield and isn't able to get rid of that item. From OnFleek, it will be building a little bit more damage afterwards. Unless he goes for the Black Cleaver, could actually just decide to go be okay. Sandbox actually playing this one very reserved. As there's the flash in, Marta gets them both under the turret as Ghost still trying to get the auto attacks. Can Clid take him down? The answer is yes. As Joker goes into his stopwatch, Teddy free hitting on the backline, unable to get rid of the Thrasher's Summit, dives on forward and Sandbox answer back. OnFleek takes the Lantern Rider, now Faker wants to try and salvage this fight. Dove has the World Ender still available, though, in Dark Passage. This is quite dangerous as Summit does find Clid. Some extra damage is there as OnFleek. He's on the Dragon, and Summit a little bit off the page when it comes to what Sandbox wanted to do.
Seemed like he was all about zoning. Could be a 50-50.
Yep, and it is going to go over to OnFleek this time, but the fight has now broken out. Joker going to get...
Remember that at all times so you don't make mistakes. We're fighting for supremacy here, that's a visual bug.
That's a really weird visual bug as well, as the gravity field comes in, but Khan now finds himself in amongst 3 members, but flashes at the perfect time. The ultimate not going to get in there, but Dove knocks everyone up, and the first kill's going to go. The second, both solo laners eradicated from Summoner's Rift. Flash, sure no one comes in, and Ghost doing so much damage to this one. Outer turret going to be taken. SKT not often letting you take something for...
It'd be so interesting to see how these team fights play out. Counter-Strike, as we know, it's a big zoning tool. Maybe you don't need a zoning tool.
Yep, Faker is almost dead here as the gravity field is trying to zone, but he flashes way too late. Chaos Storm for a lot of damage, but he's just dead. And yes, they got some health bars, but 2 kills going over to Sandbox, and they've got the Baron. They can continue pushing.
Teddy snap back. Super play from SKT, but they're looking few and far between as it's a summoner spell atrocity to keep these team fights not just complete wipes.
Yeah, and look at the amount of health Ghost gets back from these auto attacks. OnFleek underneath the inhibitor turret, they are threatening. There is a lot of damage potential here as Clid is going to get pulled back to the Infernal Chains and just dismantled underneath his own turret. Dove still does have that World Ender running, and Sandbox not going to be taking inhibitors just yet, still playing it relatively reserved, as Ghost is able to get rid of the mid lane one instead. SKT just stretched too thin and their base in shambles.
No ability to look for another one of those flash ults from Mata. If they miss this
Yeah,
one, it's over.
There it is. They do find Ghost. They try and get the damage in, and the Fear Beyond Death comes through. Fear's now onto Dove. He doesn't have an ultimate, and SKT get them out of the base. Faker still wants more. Joker on fleek, and Summit trying to run as there's the death sentence. Joker just trying to slow them down. Mata in there as well, and SKT should be able to at least deter them from moving this Baron any further forward as Joker gets the playback. Has to flash as now Summit tagged by the Death Ray and on fleek. Wanting to get this one back in. Okay, Teddy, he's going to fall down as on fleek now in the stopwatch, but Chaos Storm is there and they trade 1-for-1.
No TPs to join.
Despite the result of the game. There's a one-man army on that pick. Inner turret going to go down here from Sandbox in the last remaining lane that has any left.
Drake at 27 minutes, no Elder in this extended power play. The Sandbox spin on will be a third and final.
The knock up onto Teddy.
Let's watch how Sandbox play this one. They've been hard at the paint on that Baron.
Yep, teleport is going to come in, but they just can't get to this Baron pit. SKT start the fight a little bit too late, but can they actually win it as Faker right in amongst it? Does get the fear on a couple of members in the back line, but Summit is able to get rid of Teddy, and now SKT barely have the damage available. Ghost 1v1ing Faker, and my money is on the Draven here. Too much lifesteal, and SKT are just going to lose right here. Summit teleports back in, and Khan wants to try and get him, but I think he's just too elusive as Dove flashes forward, doesn't find him, but Summit, he has enough buttons. He's going to be able to take them down. We're going to game 3. Sandbox Gaming take down SKT, and Mata is just gold. Body slam. Dove is going to have the inside track, but on fleek still might have to get himself out. Actually decides to go aggressive as there's a headbutt onto Joker, trying to make sure that he doesn't get it, and that's going to be first blood going over to Dove. It's a complete disaster here in the Dragon Pit. 1-for-1 in the end, as Dove does have at least the Shroud for a moment to get the map working in his favor. And Joker, I don't think this control ward's going to go down for free as Cleared finds the body slam. Mata actually flashing in a very weird way to try and get himself over to the other side. Not entirely sure what that was about, as now Cleared will be the first one to go down on fleek. Very, very low, but still has 200 health to work with. Headbutt to safety here as Mata delivers on fleek towards Teddy. I said safety, I was lying, but Sandbox still able to trade up elsewhere on the map.
And they're lucky that of bans. This guy was the guy we originally thought was Jug King. We learned that was the young 17-year-old jungler.
Oh,
on down one, his mid lane's dead.
Yep, that is no longer a Khan. That is a death chamber.
On the bottom side of the map, we're zooming out, just where on fleek to the left of where he's standing. He's back mid lane, but there's a counter gank.
Yeah, Clid's going to come in, gets the boot back underneath the turret, but the Hextech ultimatum is there as Khan is going to be traded. A 1-for-1. You'll take that any day of the week as Joker, he's going to turn up, and they're going to shove this.
Sometimes doesn't take flash at all.
Yep, and Dove going to hop underneath this turret now, and Summit on the Aatrox and Dove on the Akali. It's pretty easy to dive anyone. And World Ender almost unnecessary as Summit's just going to use it.
SKT feel more difficult to execute in a team fight. And when it's not a team fight, we
Joker's
have the
coming
piggyback
down.
system.
Yeah, looking for Faker. Gets himself the taunt as there's the Infernal Chains. Not going to pull him back, but the hook shot's going to stun him up. And see you later, Faker. You do not belong on the bottom side.
The side lane, 1-3-1ing. And piggyback is a great way to take down one person, and Shen does it best.
Shen is SKT with so much. They built this team to win. Sandbox, the brand new, just waiting for Faker to move a little bit too far forward.
Consider the terrain we're seeing those words be applied to Atlas. They control.
Well, I read the script, and it was supposed to say undefeated SKT versus undefeated Griffin. It's looking like undefeated Sandbox. SKT doing. It's what they've been very, very good since, I don't know, 2013. So incredibly early as Cleared. Has to go into the stopwatch. But that's just a see your death moment. On fleek picks up the kill so easily. It's Teddy, you can't keep this minion wave in check so they don't lose out on too much. But half the health bar now on this Baron buff as Mata gets a decent pulverize, but has to use the ultimate so incredibly early. Khan has to run away, and Sandbox Gaming, they want to try and get something from it. They do manage to pick up the cow as Teddy takes a bit of damage.
Yeah. Already eclipsing the Kongdu that went 2-0, then fell away quickly, and they want more.
Yep, Mata, I don't think he has that ultimate available, but Cannon Barrage does come in, and Teddy goes for the ultimate. Doesn't find the Acathian Rain onto Onfleek, which is exactly what he was looking for. We saw Viper was able...
Playing one lane for a bit too long. The Baron, to their credit at least, they're not too hard to the pain about that one.
Yeah.
Sandbox not looking for anything as bold as a Camille turret dive or Zhonya's Akali trying to zone harder. Means that it's only inner turrets that have rolled down. Feels it was ready to go on the side of Sandbox to truly close the game, no game is over when the inhibitors are still alive.
Yep. Cheeky tactical sweep there, but Faker not going to be worried about it. And SKT still, they look like they're hungry to try and find something. Teleport from Faker towards the bottom side. They want to get rid of Summit, but that's the special delivery on the Shen. And Khan might just be exploded. Summit trying to get that work done. Flashes forward. Khan trying to bait him in. The World Ender's there. They'll have to kill him twice. Now, make it 3 times with that GA, and Joker is in no man's land. Does get the kill, but look at this.
Meanwhile,
Sandbox, they don't care. They're just going to break open the base. They take down the top inhibitor turret. They'll take the top inhibitor. SKT, they've only lost Khan. They've traded it for Joker, who answered it with his stopwatch. Now Khan actually going for a little bit more of the lethality build, as Joker might have been a little bit overextended, but can you be when you're this far ahead as Faker? Last hit of that Q from Summit could be a problem as Marta dives forward, trying to find the engagement they're looking for, but Teddy is being ripped apart and immediately taken out with the Hextech ultimatum from OnFleek. True shot barrage across everyone, and SKT, they tried, they went for it, but it is not enough, and Sandbox Gaming will be able to take Game 3 against the Dream Team. Straight from Challenger, looking so damn good.
What a beautiful sandcastle made in this sandbox. It's looking pimp because they're going to beat SK Telecom T1 and inflict the first loss on the Dream Team at LCK level.
Yep, nothing that they can do. No one alive to defend this Nexus. It's a stand united onto Ghost and a stand united basically for this whole sandbox squad. Everyone doing
for it. I'm down as well.
Yeah, it sounds pretty good to me. Here in the mid lane, Faker is losing out on a trade massively. Dove just smashing him right now. OnFleek trying to get him flash range. As Khan throws down the Hemo Plague, Summit might actually have this one turned on him. 200 health is going to be in there, but
early Ocean Drake around 6 minutes, and now OnFleek will have to come in and interrupt this. Remember, Galio should have first roam, but Marta and Teddy coming from far.
Yeah, good blade call there as well, as Joker doesn't have a lot of health bar, as Clid has to flash to get on out. You can see Faker and Dove, they're also fighting. It's 3 fronts as far as this battle is concerned, but Ghost is going down very, very low. The flash has to be used to get out, but they do get themselves the Ocean Drake and should be able to gather even the Rift Scuttler as Vanguard's Edge goes down once again. You can see Khan does have the phase rush as Summit turns it around once again. Charges it up. Good happening to the sandbox here in this early game. You expect nothing less here from this squad. It will be a turret plate going down in favor of SKT on the bottom side of the map, but that is a 1 versus 2 scenario. Something you can understand for Ghost, who's holding onto this wave nicely.
And we got Turbo if we're going to use this one before 14 minutes. Don't get a lot of thinking time. In fact, they won't be for carry.
And SKT have to really think about this, as Control Ward is going to be taken down. SKT understand that they do have a ward there.
Hold the point.
Yeah, Clid comes in. There's all the flashes. Joker going down very low, but the hero's entrance will be available. Faker finds himself on the wrong side, but still has the ultimate available. Joker gets out of the way though, and Ghost mops up that kill. Can't teleport it in, but is it into his doom? Gets a lot of the health back with the Hemo Plague. OnFleek now just needs 1 more round of spells for Khan, but he gets slowed down and mopped up. Dove grabs that one. It's 4 for 0 in favor of Sandbox.
4 kills go the way of Sandbox, and SKT just don't see it coming. When we go over the replay, I want to talk about the timer of when this play happens, but for now, Rift Herald goes down, and there may not be plates, but there'll be turrets at the whimsy of Sandbox.
Yeah, and you've even got a Sheen on Summit, so this tower is going to go down very quickly. Teddy just has to watch as this tower gets chunked on the bottom side. Sandbox have brought it up to 11 so quickly. In the matter of 2 minutes, it's all of a sudden a 3,000 gold lead for Sandbox.
Use the Rift Herald off spawn.
Yep. Some of the cleanest team fighting from Sandbox that we've seen for a very long time, though. It's very impressive as here on the bottom side Ghost playing very well. Good double knockup from Marta, but he gets stunned. Taken down very quickly. Ghost grabs that kill. Joker's out of mana, but he used it all just to get that kill, and in comes OnFleek. Vision not available. The control ward's there, but Vision actually doesn't matter. The culling flies forward. Teddy on the wrong side of this one wants to get Ghost. Is able to do it. They trade 1 for 1 in the end, but they'll lose the turret as well. Still probably not worth it there for SKT bottom side.
Yeah, his coffee had already spilled. He gets to sip a little bit of it, but unfortunately, it's only going to be a trade of kills minutes. Marta, unfortunately, trades in too confidently and just dies straight up, and then all Teddy can do is say, I'm taking someone with me. Gets a bounty, but not the cleanest from SKT's duo lane.
Yeah. Throws out the Q, does have enough mana, thankfully, to get the Featherstorm off. It does pick up the Lucian.
In the scenario of I'm stuck under turret, you get the white trade up because you
go into the hands of Sandbox. No reason for it not to. Hopefully for Sandbox fans, that is going to roll into a new Drake. So we're done with the open drakes this time around. 3 will be enough. And the next one will be a cloud. Oh, feels real bad.
Well,
Triple open into clown. Ugh.
and when you have the Vlad outscale, you're like, at least the Drake's up.
You can see Summit. He's going to go down. He's going to fix things up. And the 3-item spike is now there for Teddy. I warned you about it a second ago. And then immediately, Teddy picks that one up. And now, Sandbox aren't as out of the woods as they thought they were. Yes, their lead is still there. It's still to the tune of about 5,000 gold. But it's starting to mean less and less.
Good defensive macro from SKT, and Sandbox unable to find a match winner. They didn't get the high roll Drake, so it makes life easy, but they're looking to pick up Baker.
Yeah, Baker's actually going to turn this one around. He self-ults. They've got the grand entrance to come in, the heroic entrance there as well, and that one's going to spell defeat to Mata. Baker is actually able to get out of there as Teddy doing a lot of damage, but in the backline, Summit, he's found Clits. Teddy has to go up into the Featherstorm, and that's some low health bars on Sandbox, but still 4 of them are alive. Is it now going to be 3? Is Clid picks up one. Teddy follows through for the second, and now Khan versus Summit is once again going to be the matchup, but that's the wrong place to go, Ghost. And SKT have won the team fight.
SKT have the patience to choose their targets and call them clearly. Insane after the start that they actually, the good defensive macro bought him an IE, and yet, when this started and OnFleek takes so long to die, you think actually, maybe they've chosen the wrong time to fight. So as the play starts, Teddy has to contend with OnFleek in his face. He does no damage, but as we know, he dies very slowly. Summit starts diving in. You're like, okay, this is just going to be Sandbox finding their moment. But look at the split-second timing on the ultimate there. Goes straight through the flash taunt from Dub. And then they try to turn off Teddy, and that's already where you know you made a mistake. You done goofed, because
That's
Teddy
a big whoopsie.
has got his red buff. He has got his IE. Vladimir cleans it up, and SKT just too damn good.
And Clid was everywhere in
It's
that.
no longer a thing.
Yep, now Ghost has to be very careful as well. He can't be standing in this mid lane just clearing out minions.
Well, sometimes you can just run at a Baron and hope for something to happen. Maybe
What week
will
is
be.
it again? What week is it again?
Well, I think this is the right call, because otherwise SKT are going to get their items Atlas. They run at the Baron, and so far SKT are taking their time.
Yeah, actually the next one's going to come in there as
Clid.
Clid waits
He's
for
in there.
it. Is in there, steals the Baron. It's all too easy for SKT's jungler. The grand entrance there as well. Summit is going to go down low. He's into the Guardian Angel now. His Sandbox, the health bars are low. Teddy is at full health and gets a gigantic Blade Coil. Call it, see you later, Sandbox. You ain't getting any more. And the Lee Sin, he's done his job and then some.
They steal the Baron, and Teddy can just pop the ultimate for damage.
But SKT say, nope, we're going to take our purple buff and we're going to run with it.
I'm going to say right call by Sandbox. And that sounds bad, right? They lost to Baron. They'll probably lose the game now. But if not, Vladimir shows up with too many items. The flashes are back up, and you lose anyway. So they run at the Baron. Clid gets the button press and gets the smite. And now Sandbox are completely at the whim of SKT. Unfortunately, Sandbox couldn't win the game when it was theirs to be won. They didn't get the Drakes that make their life easy. And you see the little fist bumps there from SKT. You see the bigger happiness from their fans around Lol Park. SKT might have on someone randomly, like just surprise someone. This is where you're in that brush that you should never be in as the enemy jungler, and you just randomly kill the AD carry, but flashes are off Atlas. We kind of talked about that as the timing here. What it looks like for them to pick someone is starting with a AoE taunt and then just DPSing someone down. During that particular duration, there aren't too many options here. Drake goes to SKT, and while they're not winning the game just yet, it just feels like we'll be about a Baron or an Elder that SKT were positioning on at Sandbox. Wow. It is kind of hard done by Sandbox, but they controlled this game, gold lead and tempo-wise, and SKT had good defensive macro, and Sandbox had no answer. So I think they learn more from losing this game if they can come back and actually get things going at the end of the season, rather than winning because of just pure chance.
Well, right now, SKT have Sandbox exactly where they want them. Faker with a flanking position. He's on vision. I don't know what Sandbox can actually do about this one. Another ultimate's going to go hilariously wide.
Stop it, Joker.
Oh, it's not good. His R button. He's a little bit too frisky on it. Summit throws down the Vanguard's edge. That's immediately Mata taken down, but look at the Blade Caller. Into the backline goes Teddy, and the Aurelia has fallen. Heroic entrance comes down, and look at the AoE like we were talking about. Khan is on a free-for-all. It's Clid that grabs the kill on the Galio. Now Sandbox have to get the hell out. Unfortunately, he can just go over, and Faker's going to teleport in. It's a double. Both of those AP carries we were talking about are going to get delivered into the backline. Faker doesn't take the claw, though, as OnFleek. He's fighting Teddy. That's a battle the AD carry can win at this point, and Summit I'm sorry, mate. Your time is up. You're going to go down. It's the Vladimir that deals with him. We'll finally have that. Clid actually picks it up.
So one-man wrecking crew, he goes in, and other people leave. There ain't nobody standing up for Vladimir. Level 18, fully decked out. They'll take the Baron. They needed a second one to actually have enough siege.
Bottom lane of Sandbox. Where are you going to go? Joker, can you land an ultimate? I promised Puppet Smithy that you were going to do it. You can't even throw it down. The button not even pressed. And SKT, they're too far ahead. That's a double kill for Teddy. Summit going to go down as well. Can you get another one? No. It's going to be Clid that grabs his piece of the pie. And now it's only on Fleek trying to run away as full tank Jarvan. And you're not going to be able to affect the outcome of this game. SKT, they just bided their time, and they will win game number 1. Sandbox, they need... We'll have to shift some sands, try and get out of the way here as the Q lands. Emperor's Divide pushes Clid out of the way as Khan flashes on forward. I don't know whether that stopwatch was one that you really wanted to do as he just gets death right side of the map. Kingzone will get first turret.
We always use that adage of when the dust settles, let's work this out. But there's so much dust, Atlas, everywhere going on this game. Pretty cool is all I have to say about that. Speaking of pretty cool, Aatrox going to be stunned up.
Yeah, Rascal's going to come on over here as they're just ignoring the Chaos Storm. All too easy. Abyssal Voyage delivers
League
death.
of Legends is a caster because so often it has that kind of war element of northern fronts and southern fronts, and it kind of that means they're not setting up for a Drake defense.
Yep.
Aatrox can just take it down. Pawn will make it faster. Infernal, third Drake to Kingzone, and they're the ones with all the gold generation.
He's like, I'm normally standing next to Deft. Let me do that again. No, don't do that again. That's not what you want to do, Mata. Strong play.
Watch Faker. He is on the prowl here. He's roaming down. It's not a TP gank.
What's the ultimate that he's going to try and pick up here as well as Infernal Chain not going to be gathered, and he does get the Aatrox passive with the World Ender to keep himself alive. But
look at this screen. Look how many wards are happening when they're trying to fight in their own jungle. There's a vision advantage for Kingzone everywhere they go. They can plonk down.
Is not Earth, Wind, Fire, Wind, because that's not the name of the song. So they may as well give that one up.
Important update, not enough Drakes to have Earth, Wind, and Fire on both sides because the timer is Faker.
Yeah, he's going to dive on forward. There's the Emperor's Divide onto 3 like we were talking about, but it's a beautiful Devour coming in from Tucson, and no one's going to be taken out just yet. Cuz has the World Ender, so he's not under any threat.
But the poke remains supreme when the hard engages down. They can just chase onto Faker.
Yeah, they're trying to punish him. In comes Pawn as now Faker tries to keep himself alive with the W, but it's not going to be enough, and Rascal's going to be able to grab that one. Yeah, he's going to turn up. Not going to get there in time, though, as there's the special delivery. Clid goes down. Deft has the auto attack, and that's the Baron. That's
1-3-1. That was the big win condition for SKT because the extra wards meant the grouping was much more reliable. Poking was so safe because of Kench and an OP amount of wards, but that's what Kingzone has. So SKT, it's time to pull a magic trick. Where's it coming from?
Deft has 4,000 health worth of shield when he gets all of the buttons from his teammate. That's how you play in this composition.
Oh, yeah. You never have to drop auto attacks.
Yeah.
You know, people always criticize AD carries for running away.
Right-click someone, and that's someone...
He's A moving forward. How does it go?
I think they may win, as long as he's pressing
buttons.
They might
win. Isn't that crazy to think? They might.
This is a game that looks like SKT will not have an opportunity to get back to because look at Deft. Oh my god, the shields. Yeah, Faker once again going for that flank from Clid. Just
whenever
random
you see
damage, when Deft is doing so much.
Whenever you see sieges like this, the converse should have gone in. That's the struggle here, is that with the 3 sight stones, with how the game is played out, reality here, they've got the whole cam, if you know poker, so because of that, let's see if SKT can make something happen.
Yeah, they're trying to blow up Deft, but he's already well and truly back in this one. Faker goes into his golden form as Cuz going to get devoured. Tucson to keep him alive. It's Cuz diving on forward. World Ender is going to put him back up again. Has the GA as backup after that one as well as Clid. Tries to get him, but Deft down to about half health. Has the shields back up again. As Marta's taken down by Pawn. The Empress Divides are traded backwards and forwards, but it's Kingzone that's able to come out on top. The double comes in for Pawn. That's the ace, and that'll be the game. Triple kill for Pawn. His Azir is super good, but this game has been super weird.
SKT at least are able to force the fight, but at this point it's against double Infernal Drake. The damage has been done from the early game, and Kingzone getting all the wards, playing quintessential Frostmancy. Will take down after all. It's why I was holding judgment. Baker going to be jumping on the Lissandra most likely. Could again be a change there, though. There's so many mages, Atlas, amounts of sacks of gold you can have in one item slot.
I'm not actually sure. Mini stun there on Amada here on the bottom side as Deft is trying to stack up this passive. One more auto will get there.
Oh!
But there's the flash in from Clid, and
Got him!
Tucson is already dead.
That is what we call some clean play. Clid back re-debut. Jungle Jax was Q onto a ward and then flash with the Counter-Strike up. So he's still got so much chase
there's the flash
here.
chain coming in as Faker is going to get stunned up. Counter-Strike's going to mean another one, and the auto picks it up for Pawn.
Didn't even need a ward to pull off that one.
Yeah.
Largely being avoided by Pawn.
Pawn picked up most of it beforehand as the chain. It's going to activate yet again. We get a Mimic to one as
Two
well.
chains!
And that's
differently. People talk about how it was always Pawn. Other people remind you that it was often Faker. This time it's Pawn in the mid lane. 2 chains are enough.
A bit of time in China, it was definitely question marks on Pawn as Cuz turns up top side, and Khan's already taking a lot of damage. The disdain to go forward as Khan, I don't think he's going to be able to get it. The ultimate, I believe, even missed onto Rascal, and Kingzone get a free.
Crit and all the crit items, it all adds up as mid lane.
Yeah, Pawn dashing on back as the cleanse is used immediately. That means the Cataclysm's going to be pretty valuable. Double Distort tries to get Pawn out. Gets himself back over the wall again as Mata wants to punish his ex-teammate.
Can Pawn do it
Pawn
again?
gets over the wall, gets under the turret, and he's fine.
This man cannot be stopped. You remember the big escape he did last time out in week number 3, and now Faker has to be on a big evacuation of his own.
Yep, he's having to get underneath the turret, and there's another distortion.
CS numbers are lower than you might expect. It's all intentional. It's all patch 9.3 with no hotfix. Don't try this at home. And speaking of don't try this at home.
Yep, Khan is just going to die, pretty sure. No, he doesn't. He manages to pick up the Rift Herald as well and grabs the kill because the ultimate was there before. It looked like lunacy, but in the end, it was genius.
And another debate, but this time to the side of SKT because Atlas will get the bot lane turret. Ezreal's power farmed with Klepto as only Ezreal can. No sighting of a Frostfang in that inventory. Cinderhulk, but Trinity forced to follow. A lull in the item purchases, it feels like right now. For Kingzone, their item purchases can't because of that.
It's an item that you want to have to stick around in lane longer, but unfortunately for Deft, I mean, they've lost all of their outer turrets already. It's no longer...
Slowly onto this cloud. I've seen some Cinderhulk, Jarvan, just to be a frontliner, but it's back to Warrior.
Well, Khan's actually in a pretty decent position for a flank here as Pawn moves on over. KT could be in trouble. Mata with the flash box is not exactly going to work out here as Tucson has the ult, but Rascal can't get into this fight. Clid has to flash to get out of the way of the extra damage, though, and the Urgot this time is not able to put them in the grinder. Finally, Faker gets the combo, but Mata has to go golden to keep himself alive. Flay comes back in and in his dying breath is able to help himself out, and Faker flashing on forward. Deft keeps himself alive for the moment, and Cuz will be the sacrificial lamb, getting the god of the mid lane. The
Kingzone should lose basically every time. So if they want, there's a Void Staff from LeBlanc. She wants to actually put some pain onto Urgot and friends in the 1v1.
Yeah. Got in one go. Not your trinket.
Urgot's walking up.
Yeah, actually going to get headbutt pulved there. Void Seeker's going to land, so Clid could get jumped on with the Killer Instinct, but Leap Strike going to get Cuz out of there, and True Shot Barrage. He's not going to land. Faker dives on forward, but it's only Tucson that he's able to get on top of, and that's free hitting on the side of Pawn. Flash has to be used from Nada, and that's going to be Faker dead, biting off more than he can chew.
He had no backup in particular fight his mid lane.
Oh, not surprised about that one as Mata's going to go down, but they trade it for the Kai'Sa. Teddy is huge in this fight as Tucson trapped, and he's going to give away the double kill. Leap Strike gets Cuz out of there.
Kingzone just giving up on it.
Yep. Teddy just has way too much damage. It's Kingzone trading it for a Mountain Drake, but that's Mountain Drake versus 4 dragons.
Yeah.
That SKT have already picked up. They don't give a heck. I was going to use a swear word.
You can say hell, it's fine.
All right. They just don't give a damn. They don't give a damn.
Amundo, if you will.
Yeah, Amundo. They don't give a mundo.
And now, even the Drake win condition, because problem here is now they took the control here for Kingzone. Hard to push up and get those Sightstone wards down on that Eye of the Watcher, so we push forward to SKT.
Rascal at least has a Banshee's Veil. That's the dive in. Okay, Clid going to take half of his health bar, but that's not too much to worry about, and the trade is Inhibitor Turret. In the mid lane, SKT very happy to make that one. Trading a health bar from a jungler, certainly worth it, as now Teddy working on this Inhibitor, and he just does so much damage. Ezreal, a pretty silly champion as dictated by this particular series.
There's no real force. Again, what can they do?
Well, they're going to go for it. I believe that was a flash engage from Rascal, but didn't manage to yell at anyone. He's just causing a ruckus, and no one's there to hear it.
No even Miasma had the pulverized interaction that we were alluding to in the champ select. Felt like just couldn't get in position
Baron
to do.
Available as Cuz trying to do what he can. Banshee's Veil removed as now Deft just getting poked out by Teddy once again. And the turret is going to fall. It felt like it was at about half health when that auto attack landed. True shot barrage landing, and Deft almost gets picked up by that.
Even through the healing of the fountain, so much damage coming in, and not the same damage from Pawn anymore. SKT walking up their information. What can Kingzone do to stop them? Seems like not much.
No, but Faker takes himself down to about half health. This is the last inhibitor. Teddy wants one more auto, doesn't get it, cancels it after that one as Pawn clears out the minion wave. But SKT, they can just create all the space that they want. Nexus turret number 1 doesn't.
Hey, you want to fight against 4-struck Elder while we're doing insane damage to a Baron? Probably the answer is no. Take the Baron, it's 3 inhibitors down. Really, of course, the answer is no. So insanely tanky and a Thresh in his pocket. Baron goes down, and now they walk up.
Just wants to move that wave in as well. True shot barrage, not quite available again just yet, but they will take down this inhibitor. Next one to respawn will be there on that bottom side, and SKT looks like they don't want to take any chances. They want to be able to usher in these minions as quickly as possible. Deft now doesn't have a lot of wave clear options with the Infinity Edge now built up.
Not the biggest range here, so you can see the last bit here, but he's engaged.
Oh yeah, Blitz just going to dive on forward, has himself the combo with Marta's Lantern, which is a cute one. They get the ultimate out of too soon for their trouble, but that's going to give them a lot of damage onto these structures. The dive on forward as Klid's going to get booped back. Cuz trying to get work done, but he's probably just going to sacrifice himself. The turrets fall down. Tucson gets to the base. Deft still alive for the moment, but they're just focusing on the Nexus. Faker should be able to get that one done, and Kingzone just watch as their base do it. But this is what I wanted, Bubba Smithy. We got the Caitlyn from Deft, a champion that he's always been able to lay down. Jarvan is huge, and the bubble is going to land. There's the flash after the net. Is it going to be enough? The answer's a hell no, as Tucson gets slam dunked on the bottom side.
That's synergy or scaling there, and that's how it works mid lane.
Yep, that's going to be the triple bubble landing, but it doesn't matter as Kuz gets on out, and that's
Aurelia's famous picks in the 1v1.
Yeah, absolutely. This time around, Klid is once again going to have that control on the top side. Kuz coming on in, trying to make use of the fact that Marta did recently use his flash, but hadn't used his stopwatch as Pawn comes on down. And the flash is used, but it's just not enough. Chaos Storm is going to definitely...
And you're like, I'm Fiora. How you doing? I'm liking the Fiora in the match.
Yep, Rascal going to come back in there as he picks up the ult. But he's going to be too worried about it and start off the Infernal. It just looks like Kingzone will have to give this one up. Just taking too much damage here. I have to leave because this turret is well and truly being taken.
He can't do anything. He doesn't have range, which he does well. That's scary. Speaking of scary.
Yep, Abyssal Voyage is going to come in because, oh no.
No, he's done.
Yeah, didn't see that one as Cell Division is going to come in, but they're going to divide him very, very quickly. A couple of teleports were available, but they would have just died as well. Rascal has no options.
850 gold farm bounty. Remember that farm bounties were tweaked previously if you died.
Ravenous Hydra already completed, which is just bonkers. Third Drake goes down very, very easily.
The full oomph of this Fiora. It'll be just amazing to watch.
I just don't know whether you will, Papa Smithy, because he's on the bottom side doing battle with Rascal.
Does he dare to ultimate? I need to see it.
The ultimate's actually been stolen.
Here we go.
Now it's finally going to be traded back. We can see it picture in picture. I don't know why we're not just watching it.
The turret there was doing a big number there.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of disengage available, so sadly you don't see the full oomph. That was a tease.
Yeah, Teddy's going to move on forward.
I know the Observer. I'm going to give him a bit of lift after this.
Yeah, why did we only get it in the picture-in-picture? That's the frustrating part. Is Unbreakable does land, but yeah, when a W lands, Dev can't really go in. Is okay, Cuz. He's looking for it. Headbonk does come back as Teddy's in trouble. Has to Arcane Shift to get out, and Marta does fall down as well, most likely, as Deft is able to grab a couple of kills. Faker comes in, but it's a little bit too late, and Klid, what can he actually do here? Unbreakable down, Klid's going to get stunned up eventually. Good vision available as they get rid of the Zac, and it's just not enough. Unfortunately, they're just too far ahead. Cataclysm going to be used by Rascal as Pawn gets on over. Portal jump, can he do it? The answer is yes on Rascal's side as Klid gets out. And Pawn's able to do battle, but in the meantime, Bubba Smithy, yeah, Khan's just going to win the game.
All right, recall comes in. Can Rascal do anything? Ult not up on the Fiora, so has to be a bit more respectful here, but the chase isn't going to happen.
Yeah, it doesn't find the chain.
Check that time a lot. There's a back. Oh!
Man, that takes some stones just to hold onto the back right there.
The only bad thing in all of that, just going to lie in wait for a moment.
Yeah, they haven't actually
Meanwhile,
checked this one as there's the Abyssal Voyage. Marta's going to get the delivery, and yeah, Khan's just going to win the game.
Yeah.
I feel like that's going to be what we say after almost everything here, as Rascal has to flash to get himself onto his base. Def trying to move on over,
and they stop him.
He might actually just do it by himself. Riposte does come in eventually. Khan is going to die, but that's a Baron for free over to SKT.
The number was 4, Atlas. With 3 there, you thought, you believed it could happen. The game doesn't end, but the Baron will come in anyway. The global taunt is real. I don't think the bounty is going to be enough to dissuade it. Still 474 gold bounty after the 1,000 is Faker.
Because Banshee's Veil protects him from everything, and
Faker.
No, that is a Braum.
Actually get kills, so he had like a 0.7 KDA.
Yeah.
With loads of victories.
Well, Cuz going to go for the last-ditch effort, wants to find this one, but the flash is going to be used by Marta, and that means Teddy is going to be A-OK. Pawn has a Chaos Storm down, but remember, this is a Nexus that's just open. And another dead blob man on the bottom side. Pawn has a shield, but will he have his life as Khan's just going to dive on forward? Just decides that maybe he wants to get a kill here on the back end. Braum falls down, Deft immediately follows. As Kingzone, that's going to be it. They can't offer anything back. Teddy fighting out against Pawn, but eventually...
Oh, this is a really unfortunate timing. She just used Shroud.
Yeah, now Khan is down at half health, doesn't have World Ender just yet. Noguri can potentially get something here, but they just wait out the Shroud once again, and Noguri's just getting picked on. Another kill going over to Clear. Very much opportunity to push that far forward, but was up there, could have been a mistake. Level 6 is here for Khan, will have the World Ender if he wants it, but Canyon's going to get pulled back, and he actually doesn't even need to use the ult. More trades working out in favor of SKT on the bottom side as Noguri's going to dive forward. Khan does have to use the ultimate. Second charge comes in. Noguri's got the ignite. Khan flashes.
Which is going to help him quite a lot on the Lee Sin for moving around the map.
Yeah, also getting Faker in position for Heroes entrances as well. So.
Black Shield available.
A little bit of a visual bug there, but in goes Canyon. Teddy going to take the first bout of damage, but Clid's going to get the kick. Canyon has to get out, but the flash to follow. And Clid pops out the heal, and Clid does the majority of the work. But now it doesn't have a flash available as Noguri. Khan just going to umbrally dash over the wall, and Noguri actually going in for more. Khan doesn't have World Ender, and he's just going to go down. Again, though, is Noguri not going to get infernally chained. But Shroud is down once again. Good knock up here from Khan as Clid makes his way forward. Lands the Q. That's what that extra range is going to do for you. And Khan picks up his first. Probably not going to deter them here as Khan still has the ultimate available. They're actually just going to go for the dive now. Pulled back with the Infernal Chains, but Noguri just picks up that massive bounty. And SKT paddle starred to death. SKT, though, not going to be too worried about it as Canyon's going to make this a 50-50. Taunt lands onto only one. Hook's going to be there as well, but they get rid of the bug first. Hoyt just going to get smashed by Khan, whose World Ender is going to keep him back alive. Can Damwon actually find anything? And the answer is probably no, as Faker has the hero's entrance to exit the fight. Showmaker now still wanting to find more. Justice punch.
Never going to be in the driver's seat to use this against the turrets, and it's very unlikely to imagine.
Almost stolen there as well as Clid. Not going to make it out of there. Nuclear is going to pick that one up, and I just don't.
Faker, meanwhile.
Yeah, Clid
getting
going
that
for
turret.
some sort of flank, but like you say, Faker's on the bottom side. He's going to be able to pick up that first turret. Not as important as it used to be, but still.
The Rift Herald is going to be able to bounce back and get that mid lane turret because Showmaker did quite a lot of damage to Faker.
7 health.
Faker's turret, and yeah, 7 health. That feels really unfortunate. Nuclear just going to walk back in there and auto-attack it.
2 is going to hit, but it is likely that we'll get it. One of the first regions to get new patches in the past, and I think that is going to continue as well.
Going to get it.
This could double charge as well, Shelly.
Yeah.
Not going to be all that useful in taking down SKT. Now looking for the dive. Canyon not going to get tagged up by that Q as Clid comes on over with the safeguard, and they will lose this turret. But Damwon just going to run it all the way back, and the pendulum swung, and that's an inner turret going down in favor of them. Clid considering going for a kick, but another black shield stops that one from coming in.
Okay.
Nuclear with a brilliant spell shield, but now Khan gets into the back line. Soul Shackles not even going to arm because Hoyt's just straight up dead. Hero's entrance trying to find a knock-up, doesn't get any joy as Damwon so far just losing one.
But SKT, off of this fight, everyone was just missing skill shots, left, right, and center.
Yeah.
But SK Telecom comes out ahead, able to finally bring down
things to start ever, because it's going to do relevant damage to anyone who tries to tank it. They're going to have to sacrifice basically all of Canyon's health in order to get that.
It was a good sense for Nuguri not to commit too hard, even with Canyon in the back.
Oh,
but
okay. That's it's just a kick to the face, and Nuguri just was not ready for it. This tower is going to go down. SKT, this might be the opening that they needed, because now someone needs to answer. Number that is very, very scary. Only Griffin seems to be able to come back from leads of that magnitude, as Nuguri continuing to try and fight against Khan, but that is not what you want to be doing. Shroud on cooldown, and we know what that means. Cleared, coming on over, trying to find more, as there's the flash through from Khan. Worldender, he's going to get procced, as Damwon Gaming have now found SKT. Can Khan actually get anything more, though, as Faker, the shortest heroes entrance that I've ever seen, but that is going to keep the Guardian Angel active on this Aatrox, and that is just the kill onto Nuguri once again.
And it looks like now they are pathing towards the mid lane. Wonder if they're going to try to go for the Baron
there's the
now.
flash onto Nuclear. Can he actually get enough damage in, though? And the answer is yes. It's the solo kill from Faker, as the Lantern not going to be taken. It's a 1-for-1 trade. Not sure if that's entirely worth it, as in goes Showmaker once again. Teddy, you can see, just really wants to cash in those stacks, man. Any auto attack he can find, he's going for.
He is begging for a kill right now on this Draven. And right now, they're just going to get mid-tier 2.
I don't know what would be sadder. SKT winning this game without...
Really big for SK Telecom. They're going to pick up an Ocean. And this will mean...
So I guess I'm to be blamed as much as Teddy is, who's walking into 4 people right now, but thankfully has some extra movement speed. Canyon going to at least get the Lantern out of Mata, but Khan looking for this flanking play, diving into the middle of 4 members, and Damwon are running for the hills. Good kickback there from Cletus. No! Doesn't get the cash in. Oh man, it was so damn close. As Khan is going to steal it away. Nuguri now in amongst the team, has to use the ult defensively, as there's the hook. But Showmaker able to get out of it immediately, and SKT don't find any more other than Nuclear.
They're looking to convert this into a mid-inhibitor capture, and this would make it a lot easier for them to start getting the Baron and then just going for the Doom push. Although, with that minion wave down in bottom, you can see Khan rotating to it immediately. Mata says, Teddy, come over here.
Yep.
They're looking to get 2.
In amongst it. They'll grab 2 inhibitor turrets. Not sure whether they'll get 2 inhibitors, but Khan says yes as he dives forward and gets the knock-up. That is base obliterated by SKT, looking way cleaner to waste here from the Akali. As Hoyt now in trouble. Oh, is he? No, he's not. Where is the Adams?
It does look like now at this point they are just going for the final inhibitor. We'll see if they can end up securing it.
Showmaker's really got to actually start landing some of these skills, because yes, he's trying to deal with the minion waves, but seems like SKT just straight up doesn't care about it. So much damage with these spinning axes. Just 2 of them, and Showmaker has to go back to the fountain, and now the base is in complete shambles. Only 2 more turrets remain. It's almost like SKT just need to escort those super creeps into the base, and the game will just win itself. Khan takes down this Ocean Drake. Could go for something like a Phantom Dancer, just to be a little bit more bruisery. Well, and the Baron just taken down very, very easily. See, the axes do really hurt to land onto him, but no joy. The rest of the team able to gather around the Teddy. Now Nexus turrets starting to go down. Damwon, do they have another fight in them? Are we going to see that big number from Teddy as he's looking for it? 1 auto would have got there onto Nuclear, but he does make it onto the fountain. As now Teddy just still looking for these auto attacks, looking for more. It is Khan that picks up another one, though, as now the Nexus is under fire. Finally, he picks it up, immediately makes it a double now. Didn't see the number, but thankfully he's not going to play, and Corky going to be locked in.
So Corky is likely going to be in the middle lane, and
lanes, but just wanting to win more as Cleared turns up top side. Nuguri does have that ult available, but Khan, you can see, trying to stand in front of him. The Lumberjack just going to waddle underneath this turret, but there's the flash. Zombie Scion going to be positioned away of Faker's package that he just delivered to it. Canyon, though, there's the Paranoia. Wants to get the steal, doesn't. Kickback onto Canyon, but that's a beautiful quickness combo from Hoyt as he dives his way forward. The first kill does go down onto Cleared, but Damwon special delivery. See you later, Mata.
Oh, and they're just going to ignore the turret and say, Teddy, can you please come with me?
Yeah, thankfully they were tanking with the right person as Teddy tries to get his way out, but he can't. It's the death squad. Do you remember the Constazonias?
No.
It's like that, but worse. As here we've got a fight on the bottom side of the map. Hoyt once again, the quickness perfectly positioned as Marto's trying to get the Devour in the right spot as Teddy just throws his ultimate in the wrong direction.
Trying to farm.
He should be able to get out of here, but nope. Nuclear just going to get it. Double kill comes through for the Kaiser, and this has gone from bad to plates. It was actually SKT that managed to get our most perfect game that we have seen so far, which is all of the turret plates and not losing any yourself. So they are very, very good at smacking down these turrets. This time, though, they do have to sacrifice, taking some time on the top side. Can't get a turn up. Showmaker is here, but Faker is a very long way away. It's cleared, wants to get... Oh, the kick was perfectly placed, and Faker should be delivered this kill. Very easily picks that one up with that Trinity Force that's complete. The flash over, but the pre-flash comes in, and Hoyt guarantees that kill. Another one going over to Canyon.
Khan as well, he made a donation. And now Tier 2 turret going to be going over to Damwon Gaming as well, as SKT look to respond with a capture of the mid-Tier 1.
Yeah,
and then after this,
go down.
There's no objectives on the map to fight over. So Damwon Gaming, they still have to wait on their items on some of their champions. You can see Sion.
Going to know exactly what's going on. Now understands that he cannot move forward, but still going to be in the wrong position. The mini stun of the kick into the wall, and there was no excuse for that one. Showmaker, as he otherwise could have been in an upcoming fight.
And Dragon coming up in 45 seconds as Showmaker
here towards the top side of the map is Khan taking a lot of damage here actually, and Showmaker tries to set up the Realm Warp, gets devoured, so that's not going to work, but does go 1-for-1 before the rest of SKT can arrive.
Faker's not very healthy for this, and he's sitting on a lot of mana, and SKT just lose the Infernal.
Yeah, that's a whoopsie. That is definitely a whoopsie. Paranoia to come in, but it feels a little bit more defensive as Hoyt dives forward. This isn't the quickness that we saw last time, though, as Nuclear does lock down the first kill. Dives on forward, picks up the double now as the Kaiser feeling well and truly online at 20 minutes.
With that Mountain Drake, with the Kaiser, the Nocturne.
Oh my god, look at how much damage this is taking. Faker wants to come on over, but they're just going to obliterate it. Damwon Gaming move over to
reach the turret number 2, unless they go for this heavy engage right here.
Well, they're looking for it. As the Baroned up minions
can't get this mid turret. They're trying their damnedest to do the Nayram.
Well, Nogri's just going to walk towards them. That's his strategy. The quickness also just tying everyone up. And SKT's health bars are melting at the hands of Damwon Gaming. Canyon utilizes his GA absolutely beautifully, and this may just be base broken on this.
One more turret here. That one's going to fall extremely quickly.
Yep, that Rage Blade going to be stacking up. The Showmaker is preparing the top lane in a turret. And now that Baron power play looking much better. 3,500 gold. And that's actually translated. That's okay. These are the ones that these teams want. And Damwon Gaming going to make it 3. As the next Baron, they're going to look at it and it's going to be dead. It's basically will rip someone apart. Now Hoyt has to use the Battle Dance to get his way out. Grand Entrance, I'm sorry, as Showmaker may be caught out here. Lots of damage availability as he's kicked in amongst the team. Does have the stopwatch, but eventually falls down. Damwon Gaming can't follow up in time.
LCS ended. I'm not quite sure. Not sure what...
you got to be careful making fun of people. I mentioned Ingrid as being... Oh, okay, fight's going to break out instead of Showmaker. I've seen this movie before. As now it's looking like it's much better for Damwon Gaming. GA's in there, but Showmaker's able to fight back as now Khan just throws his life away as well on this top side. Faker has the package, but is it going to be enough here as there's the Realm Warp? Package comes in, but I don't know whether it was a great idea as now Teddy watches on in horror as the man in the mid lane is going to bite the dust, and SKT are well and truly routed. That's a clean ace, and Damwon Gaming will break open the base.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure that this is just going to be the end of the game. They have a cannon minion here, Sion tanking, teleport coming in from Ryze. I hope that he bought a Sork Elixir. And it looks like that we are going into game number 3.
And what happens when these series go to game 3s for SKT? It's been a bad news story for SKT fans every single time. Hoyt on the fountain isn't even going to die, as the Nexus does, and Damwon Gaming.
Nerfed. So she still does deal her bonus damage to minions. She's still a menace.
Yep, you can still Blade Surge your way around a minion wave and clear it out.
If you're ever looking for a brand that, you know, Sells
KFC?
excellent chicken. What?
KFC.
What did you just say?
Well, here's a fight on the top side of the map. Is Nogri very well and truly out of mana as cleared. Predatoring towards him. Canyon might be here a little bit too late. The flash does come out, but he's definitely going to die. The Pebbles not going to do anything.
This is, oh man.
Yeah, and he takes that Empowered Shock Blast to the face as well, so preparing this Aurelia for death as he's trying to clear out these minions as best he can. Hero's entrance, he's going to get the knock up, and it's all too easy. Clid grabs the second, and now Canyon just going to try and even things out with a Cloud Drake here on the bottom side, but it's looking like he's struggling, trying to take that one out. Boy, going to come over, going to help him. But Damwon, this is not the start that they wanted after last time dealing with SKT in Game 3. Khan comes on over with the inside track, because now Nogri, the train's going to come in as Clid's going to get knocked up. Does manage to take down that Rift Herald, and there's the redemption to try and get the work done, but the Vanguard's edge right into the back line, and now Clid's in trouble. Hero's entrance coming down. That's going to stop Nuclear from continuing that killer instinct, and now Marta coming on in, gets the flash. The Fisher is down. Nogri going to be the first to fall. Showmaker with the Q over the wall, but not able to find any joy as Marta with the Unbreakable is going to tank everything up. And now Hoyt, stunned, not going to be delivered because the cleanse was picked up. Put out by Canyon earlier on in the game as cleared. There's the Predator. He's looking for it. Redemption to come down. That's going to keep him a little bit more healthy. But that's actually going to be the end of him because Nuclear dives his way forward. No exhaust is going to be enough as the Fisher is traded for the life of Marta, and Damwon Gaming find the team fight they were looking for, and SKT caught scratching their heads around this Dragon Pit.
And I don't know what to say or how this whole situation was just allowed to unfold.
Nogri had about a 20 CS lead earlier in this one as well. About 119 to like 95 or something like that. Khan, despite the fact that he has had...
Tell the kid in elementary school that you'll trade him a Snickers bar for his first edition Charizard.
Yeah.
And he says yes, so...
I know that reference all too well. Actually made me cry as Nogri's going to flash away. Stuns are going to land, and this time SKT will be able to get themselves onto a Drake. The Damwon Gaming actually just straight up don't care about it because it's an Ocean Drake at 22 minutes into the game, and it's not exactly the ones that you really want to be fighting over. The Hydra option, Titanic variety that he could be going for, or could be going for that Sterix a little bit earlier on as Canyon. Very squishy, has to be careful. Another True Shot Barrage just flies off into the ether as Hoyt looking a bit aggressive, but it's Showmaker that dives through first. Good double knock up there from Marta for the disengage as SKT get their second Drake of the game, but now looking for more. Khan diving forward, but Hoyt's got the Devour. The fun is over button has been pressed, and Damwon disengage. Okay, Khan comes in with the accelerated shock blast, but the slowdown does come through. Nuggery not going to land that stun, but finally, the outer turret falls in the mid lane, and SKT want to make it two. It's a 2-for-1 special here in the mid lane as they do take that one down as well.
I feel like I'm watching the movie Bandersnatch again. I finally found
all aging as this game is basically not doing very much. Bottom lane outer turret falls, but that was about, oh, we've had so much downtime in this game. They'll be like, oh no, we can make it better. Showmaker gonna get attacked here on the top side, and there it is. Canyon gonna jump off early as Marta was blocking it already, and now the team fight's broken out in earnest. But it's really good from SKT so far, actually fighting as a unit now, and Showmaker's whole health bar is gone and can't get anything done. Faker just looking for the taunt, has the flash available as Canyon gets smashed down with the combos from Teddy. Still, Arcane shifting forward, and they bully them out of the way of this inner turret. And SKT, the proactive play finally comes, and it looks good.
Yeah, the SKT is sort of like the two walls that are just closing in on you, and it's the inevitable death.
C3PO.
Yeah.
Help us. But the base is now broken. Top lane inhibitor turret has been destroyed, and Nuggery's taking so much hope.
That's when you're on a plane and you think it's going to take off, and then they cancel it.
Yeah.
That's what that was. Fine, locate the R-key.
As long as you've killed enough red dots, then your R-key is powered up to the level where you can just instantly win the game.
So,
hey, also, don't you have to hit people when they're at low health to get them Dark Heart Soul Vision? Basically there for SKT, but look at the poke. It's landing. They can actually get these sieges working. These minion waves can't actually be dealt with, and that's the Demolish proc. In goes Damwon once again for this team fight. Can they actually make it work? It looks like the answer is no, as Canyon gets torn apart. Nuggery in the back line ain't strong enough yet, and it's the Khan double kill to start this one up. Gargoyle Stone Plate ain't as good as having an actual gargoyle on your team, and Showmaker will get taken out as well. Faker Zombie Scion, not good enough to get rid of him. Now the base is broken, and SKT may just take it all.
Faker has teleport. He's going to be able to TP to a minion here. I think this is probably the end of the game. Teleport to the minion, get Sork Elixir, deal the extra 2 damage to the turret.
Yep.
Voight and Nuclear, they're trying to hold on.
He's doing it desperately, but Nuclear can't quite pick up any just yet. Marta's going to be taken down, but the damage is still there. Hoyt so low, and Nuclear finally getting some of this respect. The taunt comes in. See you later, Kai'Sa, and SKT have bucked the trend. They fought back into game number 3 in 2019.